Yeah.
We're making sure we're live. Making sure we have a commercial. When I always want to move my chair a lot when I sit over here.
Yeah, because you get to swivel.
I get the swivel. I suppose moving's better than just hanging out. I just checked to make sure I had my reference photo up.
Nothing yet.
Uh-oh.
My phone fell, or my computer fell asleep, so.
I don't have my...
There we go, I got an ad.
Okay, I was going to say I don't have YouTube open just yet. So, okay?
I believe you're good to go.
Okay. Hey, friends. Happy Wednesday, Friends Day. I'm working on a painting of 3 geese. I linked the reference photo in this video's description. Oh, here. You don't need to... Oh, come on. So that's the photo. Is that in frame, Em? And then I put 3 of the geese closer together in Photoshop. And I'm thinking about a hat on the middle one, but I don't know if I'm going to because I'm kind of nervous about pulling that off. I've got a 12-inch by 24-inch cradled wood panel from U.S. Art Supply. I'm going to get YouTube open before I let you... Oh, I've got a commercial. Emily's going to zoom in. We're going to work on this goose, Em. And I'll go... Oh, I had that... Oh, so I wouldn't... Okay, that's fine. That
At least till I move closer.
Okay. So we're going to work on this goose, and I'm going to chat about my colors. There will be a full video. Oh, here, even before we chat about the colors. I used a 2-inch flat brush from Blick Art Materials and did my sweeping sky. I'm pretty sure I linked the cloud video that I have on my YouTube channel. The beginning of it is the same kind of sky. And then the grass is just horizontal greens. There's not a lot to see. Not a lot there. And then I didn't even paint all the feet. I can't see them in the reference photo. And I'm going to put, I think I'm going to put little daisies because I like daisies. Little weedy things. Okay. So I use these colors a lot. Phthalo blue green shade. Right there. Quinacridone magenta. Oh, look, I don't know if you can see how bent that brush is. Cad yellow medium hue, titanium white, and Mars black. I mixed a blue, well, I had this background is phthalo blue green shade and black, and then white. And I mixed an even grayer version of it once I got the background done, because I'm using it in the geese. That's kind of has some black in it. So yellow, a pinch of phthalo blue green shade, and some black. I just kind of muted it down. I think there's some white in there too. And then kind of a rusty brown that I made from the orange. So put it in a little more quinacridone and some black. I love, even phthalo blue green shade and quinacridone makes it pretty purple. Okay, so that's my palette. I'm gonna lighten this up if it'll let me. Oh, it is gonna.
Is the table set?
The table is set, and I always think of something, but I am not at the moment, Em.
Okay. Okay.
I forgot to toss it to you. Oh, Emily's here with me tonight. I forgot to introduce you.
Hello. So let's see here. So far in the chat tonight we have Cindy, Marty, Chase already popped in with his $9.99 his goat emoji.
Oh, thank you, Chase.
Deborah, let's see, Dee. Oh, Shelly gave a $4.99.
Oh, jeez.
Super chat.
Thank you. Oh, and I had the chat on. I see some hearts. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Here, art hug. Thank you.
And Susie. I think that's everyone.
Hey, thanks for joining me. I think this is going to be cute. Okay, I just kind of wanted to lighten that up. I'm going to go to my reference photo. I'm going to take a peek at everybody in the chat. Oh, I just saw myself hug everybody because of the delay. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. I could do picture-in-picture. You'd think I would remember. So one thing I'm doing with this one, while I'm trying to paint looser, I've just been doing that in general. And then I don't like it. But actually, I think it's going to be great. I really obsessed over this goose just because I didn't like it. I don't know how to explain why. Probably just because it's loose and it's not my vibe. It's going to be my vibe with our... Oops, I just probably moved it too much. Oh, no, we're probably good. Okay. But one thing where I was started to say is you could totally use white as the highlight. Oh, here. Let's point this out. Maybe start here. We'll get rid of picture in picture so it's not so weird. The light is coming straight from the top. Are we in frame? Yes. So it's white. It's blown out white in the photograph on the top of the geese. But what I'm doing is putting in a really light yellow. And I don't think I'm going to use white. I might come back at the very end and put in white, but I'm going to see what I think. Just to see what I think. So I'm going to put the white in on this goose. Oh, I grabbed a 3/8 inch filbert. It says number 10 on it. These are the really cheap ones I got on Amazon, and the paint pops off easily. But the brush part's okay. And they're thin. If you like a thin brush, they're thin. And actually, after I grab that, I'm wondering if I can do the top of the head. Oh, I think I can. Because I am off to the left, and I don't want to hit the phone with my face. It's a little slow, but I'm going to put this highlight in. And it's probably going to need a couple coats. Or, I mean, it might be okay that the blue's coming through, too.
How long were you planning the 3 geese for?
Oh, I had it set up a couple weeks ago, maybe even a month ago, and then other things happened.
Because I got you I got you Lucy the goose for Mother's Day, the lawn ornament.
Yeah, I don't know which came first.
The chicken or the egg?
Yeah, so Emily and favorite daughter Emily and favorite son Jack got me this. I think it's like 18 inches tall. How tall do you think that is?
I think she's 24.
Oh, 2 foot tall metal outdoor goose lawn ornament, would you say?
Yeah.
It's so the feathers are metal strips, which is neat. It's not like a solid plaster thing. It's metal. Mm-hmm. It's mostly white, has a few black feathers around the wing, and a bright orange beak and feet, and it's really cute. You know what I could do is I could maybe pick this up. I really want to get my... I didn't think about that. I always think about painting the thing on the left because it's easier to get the video camera in there. It's hard to get my arm and shoulder in there. Yeah, so I got Lucy Goosey for Mother's Day.
Do you want me to move it? Like, I could scooch it more to an angle.
No.
Okay.
No, I'll just go slow. Okay. I could maybe turn it. I was thinking it's a little big, though. Maybe not. Maybe not. I wonder if I did this. Of course, I've got my... Is that going to be in frame or is it too low?
It's in frame.
It's in frame.
Yay.
That'll help me.
It's like sunny out now. Do you see that?
I know. That's why I was kind of a little bit worried. Oh, and this line, I'm not paying attention. There's actually like a... You don't have to get it exact, but we can take some good hints from the reference photo. And then it gets skinny, so I need to really pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm trying not to have it grow too much and go too far outside the line. I bet my face is in there.
Yeah, it is. We got an absolute gully washer, like at 4.
Yeah, just a little bit ago.
A little after 4. Or 4, I can't remember. But, I had to feed one of my cats is really scared of even just rain pouring on the house. You can she'll hear it hitting the roof and it freaks her out. So we ate early and I had to build her hidey hole in the living room.
Sorry guys,
so she can hide under a chair in like a little fort.
Yeah, she does not like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a gully washer.
Mm-hmm. almost thought about backing my car out because it's like one of the rains where your car will get clean because it's just pouring so much.
Yeah. Oh, it goes like this. I'm gonna.
Nature's car wash.
Well, I just had my car in at the dealer, and I didn't want it to rain.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because it's all clean.
Mm-hmm.
Washed my floor mats. Let's see, it kind of meets up with, like, right there. Right. I can't see where I'm going. My hand's in the way. Okay. You don't have to be exact, but it's I kind of like. Well, that was exciting.
Mm-hmm. Very.
It's a pretty palette. I mixed bigger puddles so they'd stay wet longer. I keep talking about getting a humidifier and just have it running in my studio.
You just get one for an ear.
Yeah.
You're in here the most, it'll...
Yeah.
If your throat feels crusty, at least you'll get a good chunk of the moisture,
Yeah, my throat feels crusty.
I've been using crusty a lot. I have I kept referring to my eye as crusty to Chase.
Yeah.
Or I have some eczema.
I think of SpongeBob and the Krusty Krab. Actually, having the blue come through is kind of nice. I think it'll look sunnier. I could come back and glaze yellow over this once I kind of get a feel for how it looks. I might have the one goose done, but I'm just not sure.
Mm-hmm.
And their beaks, and you can't see them all. Cool. They're all different. Like this one's redder. I think darker, maybe not. I might make that darker. They're all a little different. I think this one needs a stronger highlight. Another layer on the front. Sometimes I paint the background behind it and sometimes I don't. And so like on this one, I can see a little teeny line, even though I was real careful to keep it thin. Sometimes you can't help but get that little ridge in there. So we're painting white things that aren't white. I'm not painting them white. Can always come back and put it in. I really like, if you pull up the reference photo, I really like how strong the highlight is. I keep catching my, excuse me, my microphone on my bracelet. Sorry about the wiggle, guys. Oh, I don't think that'll work. Just put over there, maybe.
Do you have a name for this one?
No, I don't.
You could do like Blanche, Rose, and Dorothy.
Oh, yes.
But technically does it not work because was Blanche, is that Blanche's or Dorothy's? Was Dorothy's mom technically one of the Golden Girls? Or is it the main three and then she was just like also there?
Oh. Don't know.
I don't know either. I picture them being the Golden Girls.
Yeah, I do too.
But I don't know if her mom's included in that because I don't even know her mom's name.
Yeah, I don't either. We can Google her. Somebody in the chat might know.
Oh, Marty says, my great-grandmother had a goose named Nancy who lived to be 20 years old. Oh my gosh, I didn't know they could live that long.
I didn't either.
Nancy.
Aw. That's cute. That's what Graham wanted to name me. But I used to have a long last name, so they went with shorter first.
They went Nan. Or wait, no, they went Ann.
I don't know why I'm being so particular. I was trying to leave a blue line and I'm not. Oh, I went down to a number 4 round.
Your comfort brush. Oh, Deborah says Sophia was Dorothy's mom.
Oh, right.
I bet she's technically considered one. But you could just, I mean, people would get it if you just named it. Because the one looking at the ground would totally be...
I can't think of the third name. Dorothy Blanche.
And I just said it. What did I say? Dorothy, Blanche, and why did it leave? Dorothy, Blanche.
All I
Betty
can think
White.
of is Sophia now.
Betty White plays Rose.
Rose.
Oh, Deborah says Rose.
Thank you. Yeah, I think we'll just call it that.
Because Rose would be the one looking at the ground. Betty White's character. That would so be Betty White's character.
It's funny. I used to watch that quite a bit.
Yeah, in the mornings before
that when
school.
it was on?
Yeah, I would watch. It oscillated between The Nanny would be on in the mornings or Golden Girls.
The Nanny.
But sometimes if I got up too early, Green Acres would be on first.
Oh, yeah.
So I barely know. I barely remember any of that, but...
I'm going to make the beak here a little lighter. Let me know if we need to be closer.
Yeah, true. I can push it closer.
Yeah, I like that. Stronger light. Okay. Cool. I painted this. It's dry and darker because it's thinner. Thinner. So I don't forget it.
Oh, Deborah says, I love the Golden Girls. Just bought a Golden Girls Little Golden book this past weekend. I've been seeing that they've been doing like some cute new ones of that.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to put in the dark now. And I kind of used a combination of greenish, like the grass is reflecting up, and then some blues. And then one thing I think is I might change this again. I've changed it twice in the part I videoed already while I was painting this. When you look at it, so a lot of times you do have darker color next to a strong white edge or a strong light edge. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah, but when I paint it, it's too dark or something and it bugs me. I think it's just too dark here. I need to lighten it up. I think that's what's been bugging me. What was also bugging me is that I didn't have it as dark down here and that helped. Values do the work.
Color gets the credit.
Color gets the credit, yeah. Finish it, don't leave you hanging. Mm-hmm. So I grabbed a 3/4 inch angled craft brush that Emily gave to me for Mother's Day. I don't know how many years ago. Every once in a while I find these brushes, I'm like, oh, I've got one over here.
And that's the cheapest brush I could, well, not cheapest, but that's one of the cheapest brushes I could get at Michael's. I did not expect you to use it.
Yeah, I think we say that every time.
Mm-hmm, I do.
Are you upset that I use it?
No, I'm pleasantly surprised because I really just bought it as like filler, you know? I didn't think it was really going to get used.
Well, the nice thing is if I ruin it, I don't care.
Yeah, it's not a nice brush.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I put this in the description of this video. And I also don't think I put this photo in the Annie Troe Art Friends Facebook group. Mm-hmm. There's a media folder. I wonder if I should, if people aren't going to want it.
The goose?
Yeah, where I put it together in Photoshop.
It. Yeah.
I could put both photos in the... Well, I don't know if I can put the actual photo in the group because it's Creative Commons 0, but you're not allowed to redistribute it, sell it.
I would just probably put the one you edited.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm thinking that too.
Because, I mean, if someone's also going to kind of watch you paint that and then paint it, they're probably going to want the one you worked from, you know?
Yeah, well, and they can get the reference photo from the link. I like that it has a point so I can switch between little and wide and...
I have the Golden Girls theme song stuck in my head.
Do you? I can't even think of what that sounds like.
Thank you for being a friend.
Oh, yeah. You're brave. I'm not laughing at your singing. I'm just surprised you did it. That made me laugh.
But only that one section of the song. I can't finish it. My brain can't finish it. It's just the, and I don't even know the words. I just know there's something about a confidant.
Yeah, your pal and a confidant.
Yeah, like, but like that's the only sentence that's playing. Because you know when you can't finish the song, it doesn't like stop. So, Marty says now we're all going to be singing in our heads.
That's the risk you take if you join me live. Unedited, unscripted. I just use purple in the shadow of the legs. I really like that. If I end up not liking it, I can paint over it.
Something about being something around and then back again.
I'm trying to paint.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's about all I can get
I know. And so that's the only thing that's like circling.
Oh, honey. Okay, I'm kind of finding the leg because I didn't draw it all on. You certainly can. Maybe I did and it ended up erasing it off or some goofy thing. Oh, it kind of goes here, and I've got it coming back here. It actually goes kind of there. So I paint the legs first so I can put some paint or little feathers over it. So I've got this big brush so I would go quicker, and then I'm choking up on it like it's a little one. Because that's what I do. I want to turn it. Let's see if I can do it this way. So I was thinking, Emily, that this one would sell quick. But whenever I think that, it doesn't. And then when I don't like one particularly, it sells quick.
Yeah. That's how it goes.
It is how it goes. And if I probably shouldn't say it out loud because then I extra jinx it. So I mean, you could use brown, you could use blue. You could use blue. I kind of used a blue-gray. I think I need the light in this. It's good to not try to finish. For me, it's good to not try to finish a painting in one sitting because I'll see things and think of things.
Marty says this one will sell quick. We're good.
Okay. If Marty says it, we're good.
I also just think it'll sell quick because you have your show coming up. You know?
Yeah, it's not terribly big. Although it'd be a little big for a suitcase. We get a lot of visitors at the downtown gallery, which is good. I saw a lot of little ones down there. I see a little more yellow in the reference photo, so it's kind of sticking it in there where I thought of it. I don't know if it's going to make much difference. Okay, so I really didn't draw. I could have helped myself, especially during the live, by having more of that muscle for the leg drawn in. Maybe we'll just kind of, I'm going to switch colors. Maybe we'll just kind of talk about it and see if we can get away with it. I'm going to grab some blue-gray I had mixed up. Let's see here. So there's like an Archie and a Dippy.
Marty says, I would put it in my suitcase and take it home.
Oh, thank you.
Does it fit in is this a carry-on size, Anne?
It's 24 tall.
It might be. It might just squish in there.
It might.
You're going to have to sacrifice some clothes, but...
Put some socks and stuff around the corners.
Yeah. Shelly says, I love doing paintings over multiple sessions. I bring my pieces to the kitchen to spend some time with them. It's a great way to see areas I want to make changes to.
Oh, yeah. You just walk by and go, up.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty good. Of course, I'm going to end up talking about it too much, probably. I'll get too focused on that shape. Okay, so okay, here, let's line it up this way. It goes from here. Oh, it's not dark enough. Well, it might be dark enough. I just can't see it on the blue. There's kind of that line. And then it's really not so green. We could kind of change the color a little bit. And then it gets lighter. My brown is really rusty. I wonder if I want to calm that down.
Mm-hmm. Marty says, I have a suitcase big enough, smiley face, but my suitcase is going with me to California on Saturday. That'll be a fun trip.
Fun.
A fun vacay.
Emily loves San Francisco.
Yeah, San Francisco's really, lots of good food.
I'm painting the shapes I see, or close, not exact. I mean, you can get real meticulous. That shape has a little notch in it. It's going to look kind of, I painted out my yellow. It's going to look kind of bad for a bit here. I'm just going to grab some little yellow on the corner of my brush. Oh, too yellow.
You're kind of giving him dirty butt.
Well, he's here. I'll show you.
Or her.
I don't know how you. I suppose there's a way to tell, but I can't tell.
Well, but if we're naming them,
Oh, her. Yep.
would that be? Do you
Dorothy,
think that one
Blanche,
would be,
and Rose?
Yeah. Do you think that one would be Blanche? Because it's kind of on the tippies, or you don't have the other leg, the feet's painted.
So it's kind of yellow. There's some glow of the grass or something coming up underneath.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll just go whatever order. Like I'll Google Golden Girls and see
Whichever order they come in.
Yeah, whichever order.
Sophia's just lagging behind. She's just out of frame. Or she's always the like kind of spitfire one. She didn't want to go. She stayed home.
Yeah.
Marty says if they lay eggs, it's a her. LOL.
Good point.
Yeah, just wait long enough, you'll figure it out. If you own a goose.
Could put an egg in the painting, make it more Eastery, springy than it already is. Not crazy about the outline. I'll fix it. I'm talking to myself. Paint the shapes. Come back and refine.
Oh, if you put the hat on, that one has to be Blanche.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous. I was looking for hats for reference photos.
If you don't, I think it's still. I think they say Dorothy, Blanche, Rose.
I think so too.
Maybe not.
Oops, I have some dry paint. I don't know if you can see that. Okay.
Oh, it's 6:30. Oh my gosh, that went fast.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just go ahead and...
That flew by.
I forgot about it. I was so focused on the shapes of the goose. So I just want to take a couple seconds, and thank Susan T for sending money through PayPal.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. And you guys with the super chats, you spoil me. Thank you, thank you. That was quick. I think I'll make it blue. I don't know if the value is more important than the color. I thought if I use this bigger brush, I'd go a little, but I'm just not. Go a little faster, you know. It's not going to show much on that other blue. So I'm going to have a really soft edge there, which I don't mind. I'm going to go down in brush size, so that's just a little too chubby. I'm back to the cheap filbert. I kind of want a brown. I've got too much red in there. Of course, it's going to be hard to get a pinch of black. Oh, that might actually work. Ooh, got lucky. Let's put it. Looks kind of orange on the blue. I think that's, oh, let's just leave it. I was going to say, it's going to be too dark. I wiped my brush off on the paper towel. Oh, here, you know what usually works better is give it the finger. Oh, and I kind of wiped too much off. It's already drying on me. So it's thin, it's going to dry fast. David Jansen, I don't know if you guys know him. I think he's been on YouTube quite a long time. He paints with a brand of acrylic that he developed, Heritage brand. And they're open acrylics. He doesn't ever use that. He doesn't ever say that they're open. But he can, even with water, he's got drying, smearing time. He painted some clouds, which might interest you guys. I don't know what, he's got a channel that's like more simple paintings or something. Sorry. If I'm going to recommend somebody, I should remember what it is. I just watched it yesterday and today. I watched it in 2 parts.
I don't know. I think...
Especially if you'd like to paint like an oil paint, you might want to just follow him. Go ahead.
I think Annie Troe has a really great how to paint clouds.
I do. It's doing well still. It's 3 years old now.
Yeah, I know.
We had our YouTube birthday close to Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday to
I don't know if that's from when I first uploaded a couple of things. Like I was just doing it for like the fabric company.
Mm-hmm.
But then I know the chalk videos were in the spring too.
Let's see here. I could actually look. Let's see. Annie on YouTube.
It goes a little darker.
Oldest.
The brown kind of goes greenish. That's okay.
So, we're not talking like the Mona Lisa time-lapsey era.
Oh, that's newer.
Mona Lisa? No. Mona Lisa is 4 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, probably because we're starting year 4.
Mm-hmm.
So then yeah, but I mean, I think there's older than that, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. So there's like ones there's like one that's 6 years old. That's
Is that the
palette knife ookie spooky.
Yeah.
The
Halloween. That would be Halloween fabric.
Mm-hmm. But like, let's see, the very first chalk video. There's some pet portraits and stuff, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I was doing some pet portraits and videoing them, and it was like, you should be on YouTube. And I'm like, I don't want to be. Like, well, you kind of already are. Because I'm putting
the first chalk your... It doesn't even have a thumbnail, like a dedicated thumbnail. It's just whatever it pre-chose. First chalk your walk drawings is 4 years ago.
Okay.
Let's see, I'll even get the date.
That's pretty much when we started YouTube.
For May 25th. March 25th. March 25th.
Oh, March. Yeah, it was cold.
Yeah. But let's see. The first thumbnail you have. You got a handful of the first watercolor tips and tricks is 4 years ago on April 17th.
Yeah, so we're starting year 4.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Time flies.
Oh, Shelly says, Paint It Simply is the easier channel.
Thank you. Well, and sometimes I don't get it so much, but like if you're an oil painter trying to get used to acrylics, I drive you crazy. You might like his paints. He paints like an oil painter. He's out in Sydney, Nebraska, Em.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you said that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I waved hello. He would not remember me or anything, but I don't know how long ago. It could have been years ago. I just said hello from Omaha, and he's like, hello back. I'm like, ooh, that was fun. Oh, I don't like this stage because I want it to go instantly to, I like it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So at this stage, I'm much more unhappy than this stage. And this stage could be done, except for I think I'm going to lighten it. Make it a little more round. So then this will even be darker. I think that's what's going on. Could be wrong. So I'm painting blue-green geese. Really? I'm painting blue and green geese.
Oh, yeah.
Yellow highlight. Light yellow highlight. I lost where I was. There we go. Oh, too dark, I think.
Ooh, I bet anybody that's more north of us, which isn't, if you're in the U.S., which isn't much, not many states so exactly north of us, but who saw did anyone see the Northern Lights?
Oh, yeah.
Like this past weekend?
When was it?
We were able to, you saw them too.
Sort of. I could really only see it with my phone. And then once I saw it with my phone, I could kind of see the haze.
Mm-hmm. I think it got really strong, like, I mean, we checked on it. We were still outside watching it off and on until like 2 a.m. when it peaked here.
I went out, 11 or whatever?
Yeah.
10, 30?
I think like 10.
Yeah.
It was just starting. It was very muddy then. But like I have photos and I could always see it better on my phone. But like you could still see the clear like stripes and like lines and like you could watch it move. It almost feels like you're not seeing it move until you like take the next picture and it looks different. Like then you know your eyes aren't playing tricks on you. But it is really cool.
That's cool. We don't see those. Perfect clear day, night.
Yeah, it was perfect. And helpful that, like, yeah, you're under the street lights.
Yeah.
And we're up above them, so.
Yeah, that helps too.
Very helpful.
I'm probably too dark, but I've got to start somewhere. What do I want to do here? I want a little line there. Maybe I'll just fill this in. Just get some paint in there.
I was looking for the photos, and I found the photo that I wrapped because of Lucy wrapped up.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Emily had it wrapped up so tight you could totally tell it was a goose. There was no question.
Well, Lucy came to my. I thought
Lucy's
it was,
my new statue goose.
yes, the metal lawn sculpture ornament goose that you got for Mother's Day.
It's cute.
Lucy came in a very small box, and I was like, uh-oh, did I get the right thing? And then, so I had to assemble Lucy, so she no longer fit in the box. And so I was like, oh, shoot, how do I wrap this thing? So I just thought it'd be funnier if I wrapped it the literal shape of it. So I spent so long. It probably took me 30 minutes to wrap that thing.
Oh, gosh, it probably... I laughed when you walked in.
I'm just holding a very obvious goose.
It's kind of like I felt like I was supposed to cook it.
Yeah. It's kind of, or like it's your takeout in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't look quite like those like aluminum gooses that I've seen in the movies occasionally, but.
It was funny. Okay, I soaked my paper towel.
Oh, you did?
Get another one. I'm all prepared tonight. I'm going to probably end up liking this one better, even though I'm frustrated with the bigger brush. When I lean back, it's, I think, better. I think this one's maybe too brushy, too. The critic, the inner critic. Okay, too dark there, but do I worry about it right now? I don't know. Because I was trying to make a little extra highlight and it didn't work. So I'm going to let it dry and we'll come back. What I could do is just paint it all blue instead of shifting so much right away. And then come back with green on the top. That might have been more efficient.
Yeah. Meh. However you get there.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Sometimes it's fun to take the long way home.
I usually take the long way home.
You know, if I can just cut through like the neighborhoods, I'll take the long way.
Oh, cutting through meant going through the field and all the grasshoppers jumping up your pant leg.
Ooh.
So I always took the long way home.
Oh, speaking of grasshoppers jumping up your pant leg, I'm saying it out loud, so it also reminds me, giving no landmarks, but just so you know, even if you stay on the path, I think the ticks are really bad. Or everywhere, because I also saw one, another like lake-ish, like whatever, is it technically, do they call them lakes when they're man-made?
I don't know.
I feel like we have so many in town, but anyway, they're really bad. Chase's parents, Mark found one crawling on like the ottoman today.
Oh.
And he's like, I thought it was a spider, but it was a tick. And they had taken Maisie on a walk, I guess, and even though she stayed on the path. And I'd heard that last year about...
The fleas have been bad.
Yeah, I heard that last year about a lake in town as well. That even, like, runners were even getting them staying on the path.
Yeah.
So, if you ever want to go walking...
So look out for the pond.
If you want to go walking, stay away. Or wear tick repellent.
Well, what was funny is I would, anyway.
Well,
I'm like, yeah, it gives away location.
I know. I was almost going to be like, and this one that's far away across town.
Well, we had turkeys at the last house.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's kind of funny. Oh, yeah, that's way too dark. That's okay.
Linda says, amazing. Just love this painting.
It's starting to... I think I'm going to like the yellow highlight. The yellow and white. Light yellow. That's the word. Let's, So I put the beak on. I already said this, but I'm going to say it again. In case I go over a little bit, it's okay. It's just feathers. I'm going to kind of shape his head a little bit. I don't know if I did that very well. And I kind of want to, I just covered his eye. Maybe that isn't quite dark enough. Yeah, if I painted looser, I would paint faster. I'm working on it. And then watch me get, I'll be tired of it and I'll go back to tight.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with tight. I kind of like a little bit bigger, like my paint like even if I do a 12 by 12 cow face, it's a bigger, more up close. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's a nice middle ground for me where I can paint loose, but when you step back, it looks tighter, kind of thing. Just kind of going over that under chin color. So I'm thinking that's too light. I'm not liking it. And I think it dries darker on me and I'm fine. Probably should go around horizontal a little bit, maybe. Mm-hmm. I don't know. The feathers would go down. Which way do we want to go? I like having the edges painted. Mm-hmm. I can cruise a little faster. See, now I'm going lighter. I need to keep it a little bit more thin until I decide on the values a little bit.
Barbara asks, Annie, are you self-taught? Your work is amazing.
I'm both. So I was lucky. Emily knows this story. I was lucky in that I could take a zillion art classes in middle school, and I had an excellent teacher who then moved to the high school the same year I did. So I had him forever. He was so good. I learned more there than it. And then I went on to college and I decided to become a graphic design major, but I still took a ton of art classes there. But at some of the college art classes, I'm like, you aren't teaching people how to do this. Mm-hmm. You know, like 1 point perspective, or, you know, do the shade a ball. Mm-hmm. Well, and then even like light touch, and maybe even like do little soft circles to help shade. Or really, you could cross hatch, but I always found the circles easier. Mm-hmm. I didn't start painting. I always did art things.
You were always arty-farty.
Yep. Or crafty, or, you know, I like making things.
The shrinky-dink queen.
Well, you kids.
When I was little, I loved those little
like
people.
Those shrinky-dinks?
Yeah, the little girl necklaces that you would make for me. I loved those. Anyway, sorry.
Well, and I drew on Emily's lunch bags for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and Jack, my son, in that house, we had a blacktop driveway, so the chocolate was really fun. I'm getting sidetracked. So I started wanting to license my art and transition out of being I had my own graphic design business for over 20 years. And so I was starting to figure out how to license my art, because I'd walk around stores and go, oh, you know, I could do that. I can do a better snowman. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know if that was true, but I thought it was. So then I just taught myself to paint. I used to watch Ginger cook, because I'm like, okay, I have a really strong basics in art. But I didn't paint much. Mm-hmm. It's mostly drawing classes in college. The dreaded life drawing. Mm-hmm. You're like, how am I going to draw when there's a naked person standing there and everybody else is in the room, kind of thing.
They make you draw fast. That's how.
Yeah. So I really taught myself how to paint. I started with watercolors. And I moved to acrylics because they were licensing and selling better. Well, and I was listening to a gal that did palette knife painting in acrylic. Mm-hmm. I was listening to her blog. It was Artists Helping Artists. I don't know what it was. It wasn't like a radio show.
A podcast?
Yeah, it was kind of a podcast, but I don't know if they even called it that then. So I started palette knife painting, and then I started doing pet portraits with a palette knife, and they were so real I switched to a brush. Because I was getting in the because I like the detail.
Yeah, I remember when you only used to do the eyes with the brush.
Yeah.
You allowed yourself to do the eyes with the brush, but not the body or whatever.
Nothing,
And you treat it over.
I still have freckles in the closet that I palette knife painted.
Wasn't that Kitty? Is that Kitty the first brush one? The one that was in one of the acrylic works? Or is that...
Yeah, that might have been. I think that's in the closet too.
But I don't know if that was the first brush one or if that was one of the last palette knife, but you did the eyes as a little brush or something.
Oh.
I don't know. Anyway.
I can't remember anymore.
Barbara says, quite the background with a thumbs up emoji.
I was just one of those kids. Well, and the graphic design didn't hurt, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't want to, like... Oh, my parents were all teach art and coach because I liked sports so much too. It was a good fit. But I was just thinking, I don't like the parents that were... Like, my parents were just the ones that showed up and clapped instead of yelling at the kid.
Yeah.
Which I so appreciated. So I really didn't want to coach high school sports. You know, why isn't my kid playing? And then the teachers, you're in between the administration, the parents, and if you get an ornery kid, I didn't want to deal with that. So I didn't want to paint back then, I don't know. I suppose I could have been in a gallery. But I didn't see myself as a gallery artist when I was young.
I just like that. I think one of the pushbacks too you gave me on YouTube was you're like, I've never wanted to be a teacher. I've never wanted to be a teacher. And I was like, but you're so good at it.
Well, I still don't think I am.
Like, I had good art teachers, but like I kind of already knew all those things from you before I learned them in class, you know? So, I always thought you were a good teacher.
Oh, thank you. Well, sometimes they don't. They're like, here, just like do your own self-portrait, but they don't give you a clue about your eyes line up with your ears. You know, usually, not always, the corner of your mouth line up with your pupils if you go vertically. Mm-hmm. I mean, not always, but that's also how you can make it that person. You know, with the things that are off as much as that are on. Mm-hmm. I'm having a hard time talking and painting here.
Yeah, you can paint.
No, that's okay. But I never really did portraits much. I did Uncle Scott when he was 12.
That one's good.
It's a pencil portrait. Mm-hmm. Well, I gridded it out. You know, he's like you put a grid on it, you measure it out to scale. You know. Yeah, he was such a good teacher. In college, though, I figured out, so they would say, you know, like, I can't think of an example exactly, but it's kind of like, think of an emotion and then create the piece, or which isn't wrong at all.
Yeah.
But not in my wheelhouse. Mm-hmm. And then it didn't take me long at all. I'm like, well, I'm just going to do something and then figure it out. I'm like, oh, I can always just do something and then figure out what I'm going to say when I stand up for the class, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, oh, that was so much easier.
You really cracked the code with that one when you told me that.
Well, you don't have to do it that way. And I mean, I don't know that that's good to do it that way. It's just not how my brain worked.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Or we'd go to the art museum and you guys have to write papers. Both you and Jack struggled with that. Both my kids, I didn't encourage them, but they took art classes. No, I'm trying to kind of get some texture in there and trying to decide if I like that or not.
I like it.
It's getting there.
Looks goosey.
Goose it?
Goose-ish is what I was going to say.
Goose-ish, yes.
Goose-ish. Goose adjacent. Goose-like.
I think I'm also too, like, there's a bunch of rules in art, but people break them all the time, which I think is part of art. But I think that drives some people crazy. But I'm, pretty flexible about it. Is that the right? I don't know if that's the right. I'm a stinker, though, when it comes to copyright.
Yes. You are very diligent.
That drove you nuts for a long time.
Copyright unoffender.
Well, if you license your art, you better be pretty.
Yeah.
See, I'll get hung up and I can't quite get it. And it's probably just fine. Boy, I don't like how strong that is. It's okay though. We'll fix it. I need some more greens down here. It's coming. I think this is too small brushy.
I like that.
Well, it might be okay. I just, see, it's when you paint one, because I wanted to save one for the live. Really, I should kind of, like I should leave that one, do this one, and then paint this one because this one's behind this one.
Yeah.
But I thought, well, it'll be better for videoing and stuff. Mm-hmm. But really, you know, kind of get it in, and kind of get it in, and then figure out what, you know. I think that's kind of a smarter way. Kind of don't work one area at a time. Kind of work it all. I don't always listen to the good advice that's out there. You know, paint big shapes to small shapes. Sometimes I don't do that. It's great advice. Paint dark to light. You don't always have to, especially with acrylics. But I just did it on a llama. Worked great. Paint the dark shapes first. I don't mind how that's got the sky coming through right around that eye. That might work pretty well. So see, I kept saying it was too light, and then it dried down on me. You know what? We'll leave it. It's what's bugging me is this isn't the same as the reference photo. We're okay. It doesn't have to be. The reference photo police isn't going to be at the gallery.
You don't know that.
Yeah, I don't. See, every time I do that, it looks too light to me. I'm just going to leave it and see what happens here. I don't know that the horizontal strokes, I ended up either painting them out or they didn't show because it was so thin. I'm being more painterly with this one. I should get out the bigger brush. That's too dark right there. Usually I don't. I've painted 3 cows, but usually I just do a single portrait. Well, you know what I could do is just blend it right over the yellow. It's drying too fast. I mean, let's just paint over it. I don't have any paint on my brush because nothing was happening. Boy, I don't know if you guys could hear my ice maker. That was loud.
You got fresh ice now.
I cleaned out the little tub it falls into. Of course, more layers will make it lighter. I think that's what's wrong with this one. He gets too flat, or it's too... Even though I can see it, I'm going to try this. Can you guys see it if I work on it? You can. And watch me drag my arm through it. So looser, one way to help you do that is to back up on the handle of the brush. See, I don't know if I'm already panicking, like, do I like it? Because I just... What's nice though is I don't have to look at the reference photo so much. See, I think that's going to be too light. This is what I do when the time lapse is running. I'm talking to myself and listening to an audiobook.
You are your own coworker.
I'm the only one. That might be okay. I'm just going to leave it alone. I don't know. This one's bluer. I've got more blue showing through. Which might be okay. Oh yeah, I know what I want to do. Oh, I'm starting to wonder if that's too light. I'm going to wash out that bigger brush just because I've had it sitting there with paint and I don't want it to... I got paint on my sweatshirt. I haven't done that in a long time.
Oh no.
And I think...
The purpley one?
No, it was a dark green hooded one. Didn't really upset me.
Good.
And so before I ran it through the wash, I sprayed it with rubbing alcohol, which... I'm going a little darker, you guys, which breaks down the acrylic paint. And then I put hand sanitizer on it just because it gels and it sits better. Mm-hmm. And I think, because I've got another sweatshirt where I've got like this darker spot area on it. And I think it kind of stains it darker. I have to look at the sweatshirt in better light. So I've done this, I don't know how many times in the first part of this video that'll come up, post in a couple weeks. Where I made it lighter, darker, lighter, darker. I cannot figure out what's bugging me with that. But I'm going to go back and look. So now I think that's too dark. Isn't that crazy? I've got a value problem.
Values do the work, color gets the credit.
Could you guys hear her?
I'll listen. I don't have it very loud in my ears, but barely.
Have to have the volume up for them to hear.
And then turn it down because I laughed like right into my mic. But I guess their opportunity to hear it would have already passed. Because I'm listening to it live, you know?
Oh, right.
I forget that.
Leave it alone. Just leave it alone. I need to get more of this one done and the other one done. It's probably just fine both ways. Okay. I don't like that line. Let's go back. Oh, I kind of like that. Yeah, it's not nearly that. Let's see if we can just kind of guess. We're just going to grab a little white. Actually, what can kind of work is just break it up a little bit, if it'll let you. Like I'll paint a line and then I'll break it. Makes it less strong. Sometimes it makes it more interesting. I've got one little spot right there that doesn't want to... It's probably lifting or something. Okay, I was going to do green. I don't know what color green that is. I think it's kind of army green. Oh, here come the clouds.
You're piecing them together. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I just said you're piecing them together, or her together. I like it.
Yeah, it's starting to come. Layers help. I'm kind of flipping up. So kind of sweeping. Oops. I kind of right there maybe. Kind of emphasize that there's a bulge out. If I can. I might not like that. So how much detail are we going to put in? I kind of like that. I've got a little bit of glow going. I don't see it in a reference photo. Oh, but I don't like that. What's funny is I don't like it, and then it would be fine if I just move on. Usually I know I overthink it. Kind of like driving before our phones could get us there and make a bunch of wrong turns. Finally get there. Before MapQuest. Well, before MapQuest, I was really much better about streets and where they were and the numbering.
I remember when we printed out MapQuest.
I know. Especially when I would go take photographs of the home builders' homes. Of course, they a lot of times wouldn't be on MapQuest because they're too new.
Yeah. Yeah, people's that. Even like early Google stuff. You know, like, I wonder if I don't know how it works, if they like plot it a little differently now. But developments are like, new developments get up pretty fast.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because they don't have to do the whole city.
I guess, yeah. But it used to even like, Google mapping it. Even if it was a new development, it'd take like a year for someone's house to be on.
Yeah.
Even not that long ago, I feel like. But anyway. Kay says, watching this, I am realizing I paint way too fast. I think way is it always covered by the heart. Yep. Way too fast. LOL. Beautiful painting so far, Annie.
Oh, thanks. I paint slow. That's why I'm laughing. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at me. I'm just not a fast person.
You're a putzer.
Yep.
You love a good putz.
Oh, gosh, yeah. I put in a little feather texture, which I don't really have on this one. Kind of just playing with it. Might be too much. This needs to be lighter. I like the swiping. When I get a few layers down, some color down, I like kind of just swiping at it. Might leave little bits of dark.
Okay, it says, your strokes are so much better compared to my faster strokes. Smiley face.
Oh, sometimes loose doesn't have to be fast. It may be just deliberate. That took me quite a while to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Faster. So in art class, they would always say, we referenced it with the life drawing class with the naked people. I mean, you kind of want to go fast because it gets you out of your head. And it's good. But you can be deliberate. You don't have to. Speed isn't always the answer. It might be. It depends on your personality. In life drawing class, I was always very fast because it took me a long time to get used to. I was very embarrassed by the naked people. I don't think it'd be such a big thing now. It was always the talk. Isn't that funny?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like that. They just smeared it. I think I'll just leave that. Like, have you had live drawing yet? No. What was it like? I'm gonna grab some yellow. So one reason I'm trying to force myself to paint looser is because then I will paint a bit faster at least. You get faster over time. I'm trying to put in some little brush strokes, but I don't think it's really working. Or like little feather strokes. Because the more paintings I can crank out, the more money I can make. But I don't want to sacrifice that I still want to like the painting. That's I want that blue showing. There we go. Just kind of dab at it. I think we're still too dark. But I don't know if that changed much. Because I put it right back in. I mean, it changed a little bit. You know, it could be kind of fun. I just want to see what this looks like. I'm going to grab some. I said I wasn't going to use white. Let's go slide over here. What if I put like a little... See, I like this brush because it's a decent feather size. If I put in any feathers. Like, what if we made that one white? Because it's not much of a value change. I don't know if that does anything. I don't think it does much. I think I like the yellow better. I'm going to put a couple in here just in case I forget about it. Let's put one right
here. Those little booty feathers.
Yeah. That might be kind of entertaining just to kind of mix it up a little bit. So now I need to stop because then, see, I guess maybe what makes me a decent teacher is if it's everywhere, it's nowhere. I have little sayings that run through my head to help me stop because sometimes it's just fun to slide paint around. I really like mixing paint. That could be fun. All right, let's try and lighten this up again. It's not a coverage problem. I'm painting with thin paint. And sometimes it just takes a couple coats. Sometimes it takes a couple tries. I think this is too... How does it look? Oh, it's not bad in the reference. Or when I look in the... Here, let me look on YouTube. I'm right on top of it. I'm not playing myself. Probably just shut. Okay, I got my palette in my way. Oh gosh, you guys are commenting in the chat. Oh, it's not too far off. That's the advantage of stepping back every so often, especially if you're struggling. If you're struggling, work in a different area, step back, take a break. Like the person said earlier, you know, just start a different painting, have it in your kitchen or wherever she said she kept it. I think I'm going to go muscle direction with these. Okay, I'm going to go back to my... That looks pretty. The live it always smooths it out. Oh, here, maybe we need a close-up too. It's not done, but we'll see if I can aim. I like the greenish, brownish, whatever color that is under the chin. Sometimes just changing the color, even if you don't see it, is a win. Makes it more interesting. Now you can kind of see the whites on top of the yellow white. Did I miss a spot? I don't know if I missed a... And then I'm going to put flowers and weeds and grass over the... Oh, I've got like little splatters. Huh. I don't know what that's from. I mean, it must be from me painting. Oh well. We can just paint over it. Yeah, when I paint, then it dries down. So when I put it on, it's lighter, and then I'm like, what? Not what I thought was happening. You can paint thicker, but like this was starting to get thick, and I don't want it to until I'm happy. Then I'll come back with thick paint. Because it can be hard to paint over the texture. Or harder, it's not impossible. I'm getting too many of the same shapes. Sometimes I don't see it right away. Kind of looking like an ocean. Let's just connect some of them, scribble them. There. Just lightening it, see what I think. See what it looks like when it dries. Because right now it looks way too light to me. Oh, it does go darker here. Let's leave that.
Marty says beautiful.
Thank you. oh, I need it darker here under the leg. Actually, I probably could just leave it. I get anatomically correct a lot. I go right into those weeds. I don't think it particularly needs it, but I'm going to do it because it makes me happy. Even though it's probably going to frustrate me because I'm not going to get it right. Do I sound like a crazy artist a little bit? Let's see. It goes from about... So that, doing that kind of shapes it. That line defines it. It's going to kind of blend it in. Well, I don't know if I like that. Maybe a little. There. I think that's an important shape. Line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sometimes it takes you a minute to find it. Sometimes I don't know until it happens. I think that I started getting better when I started getting at painting. When I started getting less afraid of mistakes. Because I'm like, how am I going to fix it? Oh, I want to put that in there, but don't. Don't. Just leave it.
Talk yourself out of it.
It's interesting how that happens. I don't know why that is. Probably because I could see it in the reference photo. See, and I kind of got my line back. It kind of dried down right there, back there again. Watch me get rid of too much of it. This is a little too strong right here. Okay, that might be pretty good. I still don't like it, but I think it's also I'm definitely obsessing about this muscle, which I predicted earlier. I kind of do that. I want it lighter here. So I use my finger just to kind of soften it, and I don't know, just that didn't do anything. Sometimes it's so thin and dries so fast it doesn't do anything. Step back. I'm going to do it. I'm going to put the blue in there. Oh, it doesn't look blue because my brush is dirty. Oh, that's what I want. I want a little dip in there. I paint stuff out all the time. Just keep kind of working it. I don't know if every artist does this. It's just at this point in time how I make it, how I get there. Oops, I don't want to cover up my leg. That might be pretty good. So I don't like how strong this line is, but then when I look at the reference photo, I want to keep it in.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that funny?
Mm-hmm.
I want this lighter, I think. Although, I don't know. It's more dramatic.
That goose looks sassy.
Boy, they're not too far off in value, are they?
Mm-mm.
How much time do I have? Oh, 9 minutes. Well, I can't, maybe, I won't remember. But I can always tell what I paint first in a painting, because I'm tighter. And I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know how it's going to look. Kind of like cooking a recipe the first time. This is much, oh, I just dropped. Oh, it was just crap coming off my handle. This is much stronger than the reference photo, but I think I like it. Really shapes his face, her face, Dorothy's face. I could kind of shape. No. I'm comparing these two. It's like, what's the silence and what's the weird noises and the humming and the hawing? I might leave that.
It doesn't bother me.
How dark it is?
Mm-hmm.
I think I might leave it and get this one in.
Yeah, and then assess, do an overall assessment.
So here, just because it bothers me, it's gonna be way too much blue. Phthalo, a lot of artists don't paint with phthalos because they're so strong. Let's kind of muddy it a little bit. Ah! Oh, that was scary. Total wrong color. I had white in my brush. Well, that sort of got rid of that one happy accident. Got a cooler green and I got rid of the, I don't know if you guys can even see the little splatter. I must have brought my brush over something and it was dirty. I don't know what happened. And I don't have to paint it out other than it bugs me. Probably don't want it that light in between the legs. So what's nice is no matter what I mix, I'm just using 3 colors, red, yellow, and blue. So I'm gonna have harmony. If you really want to have harmony, have a, oh, do I have one? I don't think I have one sitting here. Like I'll have a warm painting or a cool painting or a pretty much all blue painting, a lot of blue painting, that kind of thing. Have a dominant color. You don't have to do all these things in one painting either. I'm just making a mess. I'm going to put weeds over it, so it's not going to matter. I just wanted to get rid of that spot. Okay. I think I'm going to call that good for tonight. This still looks a little blue-purple to me. Well, I guess it does there. Could be because my lights changed from cloudy to sunny to now cloudy again. All right, guys, I'm going to go to the chat. We're going to quit a couple minutes early.
Wait, let me.
Oh, yeah.
I need to
Well, I'm not
untangle myself. I was sitting cross-legged.
So I don't normally miss this much, but I'm going to put it in a gallon baggie overnight, and that water will soak up into the paint.
Ooh, I was warm in my spot. I got to chill.
But if
I stood up.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I turned off all the fans, and now it's kind of warmer in here. If I'm just going to leave for a little bit, I'll just kind of mist it once. Stick it in there. I like these because I can, these are bad for the environment, but I can stack them up in my little studio, which is really nice. Mm-hmm. Can put them on the bottom shelf of my cart and just stack them up. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go to the chat.
Go to the chat.
See everybody.
Scroll.
Oh, hey. Oh, look at all those happy people.
Marty says, well, another fantastic Wednesday now. If I'm not here for a couple of weeks, it's because I'm on vacation. Have fun.
Oh, we'll say bad things about you.
Marty abandoned us.
Yeah. We'll cry. I'll bring the tissues.
Yeah. Freckles is going to be, we're going to have to break this to Freckles. She did not show up today. And if Marty doesn't show, oh no.
She's sleeping under my bed. Oh, I kind of like it. Yeah, I'm just on top of it. That happens to me all the time. I'm on top of a painting. I just don't like it. I love how I just kind of have ghosts, mouth and legs.
Marty says LOL with the laughing emoji.
Oh, good. At least you thought it was funny. It's like, sometimes we're not so funny.
Linda said, made my evening. I enjoyed watching.
Oh, I don't know if the sun was in there. I should move my sun down. That's where the light's coming from. Ah! Okay, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us. Super appreciate your support. Great big happy art hugs, and I hope to chat with you soon. Bye, guys.